Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about my top 5 favorite ships. So let's first start off with my 5th favorite ship, and I also want to preface this by saying there is a official spoiler warning in effect for The Resident, for the One Tree Hill, for the 100, Glee, and High School Musical series. So if you haven't seen all 5 of those shows and you're like in the middle of watching The Resident and you're like, I don't want to know what happens in season 3, well, this video isn't for you. Bye. Okay, so let's start off with my 5th favorite couple, which is from The Resident. It's Conic. So it's Conrad Hawkins and Nicolette and Evan. I really liked Emily Van Camp in Revenge. She was my favorite. She married Josh Bowman, who I love that she's gonna have a baby and their name is Iris, and then she's gonna have another baby. Okay, I gotta calm down about this. Okay, I hate Conic's ending. I do not like that. Literally, Conrad, and that's something about me. Real fast, is that all of my ships that I love don't end up together, and I feel like that's just an extension of my life. But yeah, so I don't like their ending. I hate that Conrad ends up with Billy. Like, that's disgusting. Emily Van Camp leaving was literally criminal. Criminal. They are adorable. I love their wedding. I think it was so cute. And Matt Zucker is hot. And that's also a trend that you'll see here, is that I really just like all these fictional men. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to, I think it's Peyton's Jen on Instagram, who inspired me to like talk about my favorite ships in a video. So thank you so much for that. My 4th favorite is Nayli. It will always be in my top 5 because One Tree Hill was like the first official like adult show that I ever watched. I watched it a really long time ago. Probably when I was 12 or 13 when I just started watching General Hospital as well. Literally forever always be in my top 5. Just because it was my first show. I love Peyton. Which is funny. I think that Peyton should have been with Lucas. I don't think Brooke should have been with Lucas. I think Brooke should have been with her husband at the end. Did she keep him? Yeah, the guy who left the babies in the car. I remember the first time that Nayli kissed. My mom goes, they are one of the biggest TV show couples of all time, and I was like, and I think it's true because I do see edits of them a lot, and like that's how I kind of like say if they're a big show or whatever. Like if I don't see edits, sorry. And I know that's like not true about like 2000s and 90s shows because those weren't around during that time. So like you're not going to see Seventh Heaven edits, or like you're not going to see as many 90210 edits or whatever, but I do see a significant amount of 90210 edits and Dawson's Creek. So whatever. This couple is the literal only couple on my list that does not fail at their end game. Their end game, even though Nathan's hair looks awful. And another thing, love Nathan Scott. Love that man. Let's move on to something that I'm extremely passionate about. My 3rd favorite couple, Bullock. First of all, they got married in real life and they have a baby. And oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're the cutest couple I've ever seen in my entire life, and they're Australian. With that being said, the fact that they never got together, and it is just literally criminal. Like, I think Jason Rothenberg just absolutely hated the show because they literally hurt every single couple that could have been something. And I think they really ruined Clark by spoiler warning. Skip ahead 15 seconds if you literally just don't want to know this. Bellamy dies. I was watching that show with 2 of my friends, and I was watching, and my grandma had seen it already, and my grandma, and then one of my friends hadn't seen it, but the other one had, and she was the one who got me into it. My grandma and my friends were so good at keeping that because I watched all 7 seasons. I had no idea he was gonna die. Literally, I was just dumbfounded. I could not anymore. I literally died. I could. Oh, it was so bad. I cried for like 2 weeks. And the thing was, like, we watched his death, and then we continued. And I was like, okay, he has to come back for the finale. Mans doesn't even come back for the finale. Ugh, stupid Jason. And then I cried again when the finale happened. But like I said before, they're the only ship that's on my list that does not actually get together in the show. They do get together in the book, so I feel like we can count that. But they don't get together in the show. And they're literally like my only like crack ship that's on here. It's not like I'm gonna be scrolling up and be like, my number one favorite ship is Faberry. I'm sorry if that's what you were looking for. My second favorite couple is from my favorite TV show, Glee. Probably my second favorite TV show. But I talk about Glee a lot more than I talk about my favorite TV show, so that's kind of odd. But first of all, love Cory Monteith. A side note, if you have ever seen a Bigger Than the Whole Sky edit to Cory Monteith and you haven't cried, I what are you doing? Like, those edits are so heartbreaking to me. Like, any Bigger Than the Whole Sky edit to Naya or Cory breaks my physical heart, like, hurts. Let's first talk about the pinnacle moment of their relationship and when I cry every time I watch Glee season 3, the goodbye episode. I watched the first 3 seasons of Glee, and I get to like last 4 of season 3 and I stop. I stop every time because I can't physically do it. Like, it physically hurts my soul. I hate I hate that she ends up with Jesse. Finchel is the reason that I love Glee, like the main reason. My Reddit username is literally Finchel forever. So if you know me at all, you know I love Finchel. I'm literally doing a Finchel editing series on my TikTok and on my Instagram. They're the same thing. It's not like I'm making 2 different edits, but they're on both of them. So go follow, do what you do. I love Jagoff. I saw him in Merrily, and oh my gosh, it was so freaking good. I saw him, and I was supposed to see Grant, but I didn't end up seeing Grant. I ended up going to Spamalot that night instead, and I went to see Jonathan Bennett, and we sat next to his husband, my mom and I, and we died. And then the next day I went and saw Darren Criss, and I was like in the 3rd row, and then I like combusted internally because I was like, oh my gosh, this is Darren Criss standing right in front of me. And then I went to the barricade. I was literally at the barricade to do his stage door where he goes and he looks at every single person. But I can't even talk because I'm literally. No, I can't believe that happened. That's ridiculous. He looked me dead in the eyes, and he could tell I was like a huge fan. I had like a huge Glee shirt on, and blah blah blah. But yeah, and also another side note. This is just like a big YouTube video of side notes, but Leah's pregnant. Oh my gosh, her and Lindsay Mendez are pregnant at the same time, and it was so cute because she went and she visited Groff on Broadway to go see Merrily, and her and Lindsay got like a cute little photo with their bellies, and they're so cute. Anyways, love that show. If you can go see it before it closes in July, go see it. This is your sign to fly to New York and go see it because it was so good. And I was so far away. Like, I was first row on the top balcony, and it was so good. And I'm still listening to the music. Opening Doors. I'm gonna have the whole thing memorized. I'm gonna be like out here like satisfied. I can sing all of the Hamilton Satisfied. Can't sing any of the rest of the Hamilton soundtrack, but I can sing Satisfied and you'll be back. I have to be nice to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to a lie. You don't know that's a spy. They scream until I hear said you'll never be satisfied. And then I can. Gee, what's that? Brand new concept pop-up pictures. What about the book? What about the book? Did you give the publisher the book? Yes, good. No, Mary. I can never finish. Let me call you back. This is a draft. Probably sings. Haven't had time to do it real right. Well, you just sing. Now that I've gone on my musical tangent, my number one couple of all time is Rainy, forever and always. I've always hated Rena since season 1. You can literally go back on my account. You can see me right after season 1. Always have hated Rena. I think that Rena was a fan service, and Ricky and Gina were not meant for each other. The only reason that Rainy was toxic is because of the writers deciding to do that. And if you want me to go characters, if you want me to like take out the stupid writing thing and that Olivia wanted to leave, so they were trying to get rid of us having a care for Rainy, it was obviously Nini's fault because Ricky can do no wrong. Love of my life, Joshua Bassett. I love the I Love You series. I love you since the first time you picked up a ukulele and you wrote a song about clouds. It's a little song about clouds. I love you. And that night in your room when you told me you love me, I meant to say it. I meant to say it. And I've kicked myself every day since then because I didn't say it, but I do. I love you. I'm gonna have that memorized for the rest of eternity. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. And if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe and tell me what else you'd like me to kind of like talk about. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.